Welcome to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network, on the internet at RSN YouTube, Facebook.com/Region Sports, and RegionSports.com. We come to you today from Jerry Ross Park in Crown Point, Indiana, as Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point presents the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. I'm Quincy Bell. I'll be calling all the play-by-play action, and alongside me with all the analysis of today's game is Michael Bradner. Good afternoon to you, Michael, and how you doing today?
I'm good, Quincy. It's great to be here. Just got done with the day job, so swinging over here to beautiful Jerry Ross Park to watch some phenomenal baseball. I'm not sure how you're standing and how your voice is still holding up after that marathon game you called last night between Arlington and Muscle Shoals. Probably the game of the tournament, right, bud? It was an impressive game. Amazing game between the athletes, and an awesome job by you and the crew. So good to be with you.
We were on live for 3.5 hours. We broke your record of longest baseball game broadcasted on the network. So you called the 12-inning Lake Central State Championship game. This one was 13 innings, but your stream was about an hour longer in terms of just time on air.
I mean, I think we've had 13-inning games on the Region Sports Network before. I think there was an LC Valpo game that Nathan Laird called, our old sports director. But I mean, it was either way. When you get past the regulation, you start going into extra innings in any of these games. It gets more and more exciting. But the more and more you start looking at it, you're like, oh, I'm going to be heartbroken for whomever starts or whoever's at the losing end of this thing, because both teams, as you saw last night, deserved to win. They were battling hard. I was sitting in the stands just kind of talking with some folks and kind of getting a sense of what this tournament's been like for a lot of people, and just in awe of, you got 10-year-olds that are staying as focused as they were on the field. I mean, this is, inning number 11, 12, and they're still out there making the plays and staying focused and staying sharp. That's not easy to do with that age. And if anybody, those of you that have had a 10-year-old at some point, you realize, it's got the, attention span of a squirrel sometimes, just like myself. And, it changes. And I'm watching other kids around the park, just run around and be kids and everything. And here these guys are focused in. And how about the catchers?
The catchers were great. That was almost the highlight of the day. But we're getting pretty thin in terms of teams that are left in this championship bracket. We started out with 15, and we're down to 4. We'll have both semifinal games. Both of us will be on the call for both of them. Today's game features West Raleigh, North Carolina, and Southeastern Kentucky. And these two have been particularly impressive. Southeast Lexington, they are the number 1 overall seed in the entire tournament. They got the first round bye. They're 5-0 on the tournament. They took down Manoa, Hawaii in the quarterfinals 5-2. And they've been a tough task for any team that's come in front of them.
Yeah, absolutely. They were, one of the top teams in pool play, obviously getting that number 1 seed. It's not an easy thing to do. You had 25 teams to start and then to come out number 1 out of pool play, and all of that, pretty impressive, and get that number 1 ranking. So they're going to get a chance to show their skills here for the state of Kentucky. And, West Raleigh is not a team to take lightly, 3-1 in pool play, but I had their very first game of the tournament, and a really impressive team. So this is going to be, we've talked about in other games, the further and further you get in this tournament, the better the defense, the better the pitching, and we're going to start to see who's got the better baseball smarts, who makes the better play, who's got the better fundamentals, and that's what's going to bring you to a championship game tomorrow afternoon.
West Raleigh, in both of their games, they took down Florence, Alabama in a 9-inning extra inning game 5-4, and then took down Southern Lexington, Kentucky 5-2 yesterday in the quarterfinal. Mason Stevenson, the game's right fielder, will lead it off for West Raleigh against the starter for Southeastern, Max Napier. Both teams are pretty well replenished in terms of pitching. West Raleigh used 4 pitchers in their first game, but only 1 in their last game, so they are all set when it comes to arms. Napier comes set, delivers to Stevenson, and we're underway from the semifinals in the Cal Ripken 10U World Series.
There's just something special about if you're Napier in that starting pitcher, getting that first pitch strike. It kind of takes a little bit of a little bit off of you a little bit, and you think, okay, I got that first pitch strike. Let's go. Let's bring this thing home.
Second pitch is inside. The defense for Southeastern, JoJo Ragland will do the catching from Max Napier. The infield from third to first will be Mattingly, Thacker, Gayhart, and Carrier. This ball swung on and missed for strike 3. So there's out number 1 for West Raleigh. The outfield for Southeastern will be Turner, Clark, and Schwing from left to right.
What a great last name out in right field. Schwing! I love it.
That's one of the best baseball names I think you can have. Napier will now deliver to the 2-hitter in the West Raleigh lineup, Houston Daigle.
Yeah, I have yet to meet anyone with the last name of Home Run. I think that might be the only one, or Grand Slam. But, yeah, Schwing is right up there with some of those top baseball names. So
there was a guy in, I believe, the 1900s who played for the Yankees whose name was Home Run Baker, and I believe that's who the home run is named after.
Ah, okay. There's a little nugget for you.
I don't know which came first, the name of the home run or his name. Couldn't tell you. But 1-1 count on the second hitter, Daigle. Napier delivers, swung on and missed, and the count's now 1-2.
Pumping right down the strike zone there, getting things going, trying to get the momentum, trying to get things on his side. We got wind blowing right to left a little bit, so this kind of will work in favor of the starting pitcher as that one nailed foul.
Daigle has been producing some runs out of that second spot for West Raleigh. He doubled in the 5th inning of their win against South Lexington. Trying to get a run here against Southeast Lexington. This ball upstairs into the backstop. The count's now 2-2.
You know, Quincy, we got Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game day forecast. It is a warm, kind of humid 85 degrees here, but the sun is shining. There's a few clouds in the sky. Absolutely gorgeous day for baseball.
That ball swung on and missed by Daigle. 2 quick strikeouts for Max Napier, who was out there firing bullets.
And that's your Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game day forecast, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter.
That'll bring Dexter Hamilton to the plate, the 3-hitter in this West Raleigh lineup. He'll look for some better luck against Napier, who clearly his fastball has some impressive velocity. There's a kid right in front of the press box with a radar app.
Just trying to read it.
He's going to have to get closer for a reading. I'm going to see if I can read it at any point in the game. This ball's upstairs, and the count is 2-0 on Dexter Hamilton. Napier trying to battle back in the count to the 3-hitter Hamilton. First pitch is down and away, and it's 3-0. So Hamilton has seen 3 balls, and Napier in danger of allowing a 2-out walk. 3-0. Taken upstairs for ball 4.
And that's we talked about that first pitch strike. If you're the pitcher for West Raleigh, getting that first base runner kind of takes that pressure away a little bit. So West Raleigh with trying to get a little momentum going here with their catcher coming up.
So now it'll be Nick Parola who digs in. Runner on first, 2 out. Runs are going to be extremely hard to come by in this game. These are 2 high-level defense and high-level pitchers on the bump today. West Raleigh, they have their ace on the mound, Colin Loomis. So you got to think 1 or 2 runs might be all you need to win this one. 1-0 pitch from Max Napier. Gets away. Runner up to second is Hamilton. He'll get there without a throw.
It kind of energizes your team a little bit. All right, got that base run around, then you get to move them up to second, and you're thinking in your at bat, all right, now I'm 2-0. Got to just do something to try to get him to third or try to get that run home. Just got to get on base, keep the lineup moving.
2-0 is in there for a strike. Most of the plate umpires I've seen in this game, they're giving a lot of pitches, I would say, on the east-west part of the plate, not so much north-south. That ball went there for strike 2, because in that Muscle Shoals-Arlington game, the umpire was given a little bit on that outside corner, and every pitch was bang, bang, bang right on the outside edge of the plate. These pitchers are intelligent. They know their umpires well. 2-2. Upstairs, and the count will now be full.
You know, I know there's a set strike zone, Quincy, but every umpire has it a little bit different. They're willing to give low, they're willing to give high, they're willing to give off the edges, whatever the case may be. I'm fine with that. I don't care if you go up, down, side, whatever, as long as it's consistent throughout the game, which these umpires have been all tournament long. People may disagree, but facts are facts.
Called strike 3 on Parola. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Max Napier. His team will look to get the bats going in the bottom half of the first. You're watching the Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus of Crown Point on the Region Sports Network. Are you in Crown Point to watch the Cal Ripken World Series? If so, stop in for a bite to eat at one of Crown Point's most popular eating establishments, Station 21 American Grill. For burgers and ribs to wings and fish, open every day at 11 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Station 21 is just a short 1 minute away from the ballpark. Check out their menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax.
You don't got to tell me twice.
We're fixing to pick up an order from there in just a few minutes. So they also, if you go in there, they have flat screen TVs at every single booth. And guess what they have on those flat screen TVs?
Tell me, Quincy.
The Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network.
Hi, everybody at Station 21.
We're pretty sure there was a watch party going on late into the night from that 1-0 game in 13 innings between Muscle Shoals and Arlington, Virginia.
I'm telling you, folks, if you didn't get a chance to watch any of that game, you've got, at least watch 7 through 13. I was just in awe. And the parents outside from other teams, I'll talk about that throughout the broadcast, Quincy, but man, it was awesome.
The leadoff man, Joe Clark, grounds one to short, fielded by Ferris, thrown across for the out. And that's a tough ask. Joe Clark has some terrific wheels down the first base line, but Will Ferris with a strong throw across the diamond in time.
I did not have a chance to see Southeastern throughout pool play until we got to this point here, but I know Joe Clark, he was doing a good job in that skills competition a week ago today. It's hard to believe we had opening ceremonies a week ago today, Quincy. We're almost done.
It seems like it just happened. Ground ball to first, race to the bag, flip to Loomis for out number 2. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Gayhart was also a part of that skills competition as well. Pretty impressive kid as well.
So Cooper Mattingly will dig in for Southeastern. And now, do you swing away first pitch, or do you just make sure you don't have a 3-pitch inning?
I think at this point you've got to let him throw some pitches, try to get that pitch count up a little bit, just to try to make him work a little bit, because you don't want to get out of here in a 3-pitch inning or even a 4-pitch inning.
So he does take. Now he swings away and fouls him back. The count is 0-2. And Colin Loomis has been particularly impressive throughout all these games for West Raleigh. He threw 4 shutout innings in pool play against Newtown, Connecticut, a 1-0 win for them. We'll see what he has in the semifinals against the tournament's top team so far. This ball fouled away and onto North Street.
Yeah, I mentioned Joe Clark in the skills competition, one of the speed participants trying to round the bases, did an awesome job. And then Gayhart was in that around the horn competition.
This ball grounded back to Loomis. He fields it easily. Underhand flip to first. 1, 2, 3 goes Southeastern. We will head to the top half of the second. You're watching the Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus of Crown Point. Max Napier back out on the mound for Southeastern. He'll work in his second inning. He struck out 3 West Raleigh hitters and gave up a walk in the first. And we have a confirmation on that radar app that kid was using. We clocked Napier at 63 miles an hour. I'll tell you right now, I don't think I can even get much past 70 right now, and I'm 20 years old, and I still play baseball.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty impressive. Just trying to think, trying to find a comparison. I really can't. I know he's better than you. There's no question about that. That's why he's in a World Series.
He's definitely better than me.
You're stuck calling a game next to me.
He's better than me right now. I can't even imagine the comparison of him at 10 years old and me at 10 years old. That would be particularly embarrassing. Tyler Ham will lead it off for West Raleigh, North Carolina. Napier kicks and delivers. Inside edge, called a strike. He had 19 pitches in the first. That's something to keep an eye on. He has up to 75 at his disposal throughout this whole game. And once you get later in the tournament, Mike, you're not so worried about saving people for the next game. The only priority is just winning what's in front of you.
I was going to say the strategy versus pool play here in this bracket tournament is completely different. And then you had some teams that were playing double headers and then days off. So it was kind of interesting to kind of see how maybe coaches kind of went with their pitching rotation just because.
Strike 3 on Ham. That's the 4th out, courtesy of the strikeout. Continue.
Just because the schedules were different for virtually everybody. I mean, you had West Raleigh. I'm pretty sure they had to have a doubleheader and had a day off. So if you have a day off, here you have a chance to throw your pitchers a little bit longer the day before because you have to force that day of rest, but you're not missing a game. That's kind of the interesting thing for some of these teams. I was talking to Upper Allen. When they first saw the schedule, they're like, "What? We have to miss the first day of competition?" But then they're like, actually, it kind of worked out in our favor a little bit because of the way we were able to set up our pitchers.
And I know they were pretty happy about Muscle Shoals and Arlington going very deep into that game. Their coach was hanging around at the ballpark. He told the people at the concession stand, "I hope you have to be open till the morning and serve coffee and donuts when these teams are still playing," because he was happy that there are now 4 Muscle Shoals pitchers that can't go. But Arlington just kind of took them all out in that game. Max Napier continues to fire bullets out there. That one missed high. The count is 2-1 on the 6-hitter and pitcher, Colin Loomis. 2-1, popped in the air to shallow right, coming in his swing, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
Of course he did, because he's got a baseball name. Love it.
So Ryan Mathis will now step in, and he was particularly impressive at second base defensively in their game against South Lexington. He made, I believe, 9 putouts in that game. You think 18 outs through 6 innings, that's half the outs right there.
It's not too bad. Not too shabby.
Pretty good day at the office. So Napier, he definitely has the velocity, but he's missed a few pitches way up out of the zone to the backstop. We'll see if West Raleigh is ever able to get another runner on, could they possibly take advantage of that? That's really the only complaint so far through his outing.
Yeah, he's got that 1 over the minimum so far, and obviously pumping strikes. And, even though the game has started and usually the nerves start to go away a little bit, I'm sure there's still a little bit of a little extra adrenaline pumping in there a little bit, knowing that there's a chance for a championship game on the line. So sometimes just kind of missing those targets, and sometimes it's strategy to kind of change the eye level a little bit. But, yeah, he's pumping them in there. And when he needs to, he's got that pitch. That's something for a pitcher. When you can develop that put-away pitch early in your career, it's so pivotal.
Swung on and missed by Mathis. 5 strikeouts through 2 innings of work for Max Napier. Can Southeastern get the bats going in the bottom half of the second? Find out next on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. Just a reminder that coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network is presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. Pet Supplies Plus is your one-stop store for all your pets' needs. There's a Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. There's also a Pet Supplies Plus in Dyer, and that's where I get all the stuff for my dog, Daisy. You can see her on the screen right now. Isn't she the cutest dog you've ever seen? She definitely loves all the stuff that we get there. Thank you to Pet Supplies Plus for sponsoring this tournament for us.
There's just something. Zach's looking for a fist bump over there, Quincy.
Have to give him one. Great job by our producer, Zach Miller.
There's nothing like Northwest Indiana. Everything is here. We've got everything you need, and there's just a homey atmosphere, and you're seeing it here this week. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if it's tough for us, Quincy, and I know it's tough for you. You're up in the press box just like I am. That's why it was so important for me to go down and talk to some people. People are loving, and I was kind of figuring out where people are staying. They're staying in Hammond, they're staying in Chesterton, they're staying in Maryville, they're staying all over the place. And really getting a sense of what we provide here, not only in Crown Point, but Northwest Indiana in general. It's an awesome community. It's an awesome place for us to be able to live and to bring you this World Series here this weekend, this whole week, actually.
So Northwest Indiana is called the Region, hence Region Sports Network. It's because a lot of people think we're a lot like Chicago, but Chicago thinks we're a lot like Indiana, and neither one, the state of Indiana or Chicago, likes to claim us. So we are kind of just our own region. That's why it's called the Region.
I say we get Chicago television. We don't really get Indiana news. We don't know much about the rest of the state of Indiana.
1-2 the count on Hudson Thacker. He grounds one foul. Max Napier struck out for the first out of the inning. Thacker now has a 1-2 count.
We've actually got some pretty awful names for us. They call us Region Rats up here. Some people call us the Armpit of America.
Oh, that's disrespectful. This one grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. Hudson Thacker grounds one back up the middle for their first hit of this game, and Southeastern has a runner on first with one out.
Trying to get that first base runner, I talked about it before. It just kind of it calms the nerves a little bit. Like, okay, we finally got that base runner. Let's see what we can do. Let's push an envelope a little bit, knowing that this is going to be a really competitive ball game. It just tries to build momentum on your side a little bit.
Will Turner, the left-hander, will step in. Takes the first pitch outside from Loomis.
Because you've played baseball, Quincy. You know you want the big mo on your side, and right now both teams are trying to fight for it. It's right there in the middle.
Turner swings and misses. The count now 1-1. Yeah, momentum is huge. It's almost like a lot of times the way the game pans out as just who has the momentum at any given moment. No one could get it in that game last night. That's why it went on for so long. This ball gets away. Throw down to second. Not in time.
Way to back up the play there just in case. We've talked about on this particular field how there's not a lot of backstop room. It all just depends on what the ricochet looks like. That time it was enough to get it back to the catcher, Parola, to get it down over there to the second base bag.
2-1, swung on and missed by Turner. The count now even at 2-2. And yeah, this field, none of the fields really have much room at all when it comes to advancing on pass balls. If you get a good bounce off the backstop, you can gun runners out, and it's almost impossible to take home. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Colin Loomis. There's now 2 down and a runner on second for Abram Combs. He is the EH extra hitter in this Southeastern lineup. We'll see if he can drive in this first run of the game with a base hit. First pitch from Loomis, swung on and missed for strike 1.
One of the new philosophies over on the north side of Chicago for the Cubs is I don't need pitchers, I need outgetters. And that's kind of what, obviously we develop pitchers at all these different levels, but who can get me the outs? Who's got them? Whether they're ground balls, fly balls, or strikeouts, we'll take them any way we can get. That's kind of what we've seen so far. We're just seeing outgetters for sure. Yeah, we're getting strikeouts here. 7 combined strikeouts already in this game. But getting the outs is going to be the most pivotal thing.
1-1, gets away again. Up to third is Thacker without a throw. So the go-ahead run and first run of the game, 60 feet away for Southeastern.
And this shouldn't be in the head of our pitcher Loomis too much here, just because, yeah, there's a runner on third, but he's like, I got a strike here. I got 2 outs. I know what I'm working with here.
Ground ball to second, fielded by Mathis. He throws on to first, and the side is retired.
He already had that strut coming off the mound. He knew as soon as it was on the ground, he goes, my defense has got my back.
We'll head to the top half of the third. You're watching the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus of Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus of Crown Point on the Region Sports Network. My name is Quincy Bell. I'm calling the play-by-play action today. Michael Bradner, beside me, social studies teacher by day, baseball broadcaster by night. He's doing the color today. He'll have the play-by-play for the second game between Muscle Shoals and Upper Allen. Our coordinating producer, kind enough to hop on the computer today, Zach Miller, doing a great job as always. And on camera, we have the one and only David Cruz.
Zach could not wait to get to the ballpark today to get at that camera or to get at that computer. He loves it. He's the absolute best at that. If you didn't see that walk-off win that you guys called yesterday, there was a phenomenal behind the plate view of that final play. That was courtesy of our Zach Miller, getting down on one knee to get that, getting down and dirty, just like the players, to get that shot for you.
He is a first guy in, last guy out type of guy. We love that here.
That's just because he walks slow.
Max Napier out for his third inning of work against this West Raleigh lineup. Alex Rogan will lead off. 0-1 pitch to him, misses outside, and the count's now 1-1.
So I've been too nice to Zach the last couple of broadcasts. He's looking at me like, what's wrong with you?
So the if Michael Bradner makes fun of you, you know that he likes you at the Region Sports Network.
That's fair. Fair.
2-1 the count on Alex Rogan. He takes upstairs, and the count is 3-1. A leadoff walk could pay huge. That's the only way that West Raleigh's been able to get down so far. Napier has struck out 5. That one down and in, and there is the walk.
I say they retired the last 4 hitters, so West Raleigh just trying to get, just try to mix things up a little bit, change the way he pitches, push the envelope a little bit, maybe jump a little bit further, try to get in the mindset of the pitcher a little bit, change their thoughts, and see what kind of damage you can do, see if you can get any miscues.
Third base coach gave some signs to Rogan at first. There's the bunt. So I had a feeling that was going to come. Normally when the coach will say, hey, look at me and give some signs, normally it's something other than, hey, go swing away and get a hit.
Well, Mattingly over there at third base, he has creeped in really far. I mean, he is in the grass. I mean, he's about even with the pitcher right now.
Oh, one pitch, the bunt shown again. It's pulled back.
He is running in to try to get that one to make sure that nobody gets the second, and then maybe even on a pop-up get the out and try to get a pick over at first.
So if Ferris is still getting the bunt down, you got to think he's going to go first base line with this one. He's swinging away, and he cuts and misses. Now I bet we will see Mattingly go further back, and there he goes.
Yeah, this is definitely a tough spot for Rogan because now he's, with the bunting, he's got to make sure he's watching the defender as well. He's got to read the whole play.
1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. It's the 6th through 2 1/3 for Max Napier. He is picking him up and laying him down like Kerry Wood in his prime.
Ooh, heck yeah. You weren't even alive for that.
We're Cubs fans up here, so.
Yeah, you weren't even alive, though.
I was born in 2003.
Yeah.
You were born in what?
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay. 1-0. Up and out. The count is 2-0 on James Bender, who threw an absolute gem yesterday. He's not going to be available today or tomorrow, I believe, but West Raleigh was depleted on pitchers yesterday against South Lexington, and the first two hitters of the game against him came around to score. After that, he was phenomenal.
He was throwing Bender pitches?
Because I don't think he's one of the primary pitchers that West Raleigh uses a lot, but the southpaw was terrific yesterday.
Yeah, you get to the point where most of the guys can pitch on the team. Maybe not as effectively as others. It's not a specialty, but it's kind of one of the things as you get to this age, you might need, you're almost your whole team pitching.
Oh, Napier made him swing the sword on that one. Half swing, went around, and that's the 7th strikeout of the day so far.
Yeah, averaging at least 2 strikeouts per inning so far. Trying to work around this leadoff walk, and that's where if you're West Raleigh, you're just thinking, okay, we got a runner on base. At some point, we got to start moving a little bit, maybe just trying to get some guys to throw something somewhere, make them think about other things. Don't make us just think that we're staying at first base.
First pitch to Mason Stevenson, the leadoff hitter, is in for a strike. He struck out in his first at-bat. This ball is behind him and to the backstop. Ragland will try to cut down the runner at second. Throw is too late, so Alex Rogan advances on the pass ball. Wild pitch. That one was pretty high.
A little bit of a late break there. Definitely, that's where first base coach has got to be reading those pretty carefully there. And I know it sometimes can be an odd angle, but got to read those and tell the runner you got to go a little bit quicker because that could have been a very close play. But West Raleigh got there just in time.
1-2 the count on Stevenson. Napier looking for his 8th strikeout. And he gets it. 3 straight strikeouts after the leadoff walk. We are still scoreless going into the bottom half of the 3rd. You're watching the semifinals of the Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the semifinals of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus on the Region Sports Network. Still scoreless through 2.5 innings. Colin Loomis on the mound for West Raleigh. He will face 8, 9, and 10 in this Southeastern order. JoJo Ragland will lead it off. Grounds one back to Loomis, who fields it. Goes to the underhand, flip to first for out number one.
You know, Quincy, I talked about how further and further you get the teams with the baseball IQ. You know, obviously, you got 4 teams with solid baseball IQ, you know, and great defense as well. It's just going to be a shame that teams have to leave because they've been so good, and all these teams have been deserving all week long. But we're going to get down to the elite of the elite, and right now Loomis is trying to really help West Raleigh get to that point and show why they're an elite team.
Jack Schwing up to the plate, your favorite name in this game.
Schwing!
We'll see if he's swinging away here on the 1-0. That was bad. I'm sorry.
You've been hanging out with me way too long.
I'm sorry, guys. That was bad.
That is a Bradnerism.
That one is grounded to second. Into the hole, diving.
Nobody
it's
at first.
Mathis. Loomis was a little late to cover the bag, so it's going to be an infield single for Schwing. That's the second hit of the day for Southeastern Lexington.
He made that turn after, looked back at the play, and he kind of, looked at his dugout and goes, "Let's go, boys. We got this." Big high five or a big clap there just to try to, get some momentum on the side of Southeastern.
So Eli Carrier showing a bunt. We'll see if he actually lays one down. The first baseman, Daigle, playing pretty far in now, as well as the third baseman, Ham. He does show the bunt, and it's down. Loomis off the mound will field it.
There's nobody at first.
No one was at third. Ham is over, scrambling back. The second baseman on that play, I think you got to wheel around and go to first on that one.
Yeah,
so
second baseman's got to go to first on that play. Well, we talked about those little intangible things. Who's got the baseball IQ? Those are going to start to, show here as we get further and further along.
So the top of the lineup will come up now. Joe Clark is up, and he pops it in the air. That's going to be an infield fly rule play, so the batter's out automatically. Just for good measure, Daigle makes the catch for out number 2. Joe Clark swinging first pitch in both of his at-bats, but he has a ground out and a pop-up. That'll bring Lincoln Gayhart to the plate. He grounded out on the first pitch of his at-bat back in the first. Loomis trying to work around back-to-back singles. First pitch is outside for ball 1.
I know nobody likes to make mistakes, but I tell you what, it's a play like what we just saw. I can almost guarantee you over the course of his career, Mathis never going to make that mistake again. He's going to be thinking about it. And this isn't a critique. We talked about early in this tournament. These are learning opportunities. This age is so pivotal to learn these out, to get these opportunities and to learn and develop the best way you possibly can. Mistakes are part of the game. You fail in this game more than you succeed, and there's a likelihood that there's no damage done. but a great opportunity to learn in an experience like this.
2-2 now the count on Lincoln Gayhart. 2 runners are on for him to potentially score with a single. Schwing the runner on second. Carrier the runner on first. Loomis set and delivers. Popped up in the air. Foul out of play. 34 pitches for Loomis. He's been very efficient through these first couple of innings.
So for Loomis, he knows he's got solid defense behind him.
2-2 gets away, but it's right back off that padding to the catcher Parola. So no runners advance. The count's now full, and they will have a little bit of a head start. They can go as soon as the ball crosses the plate with 3-2 and a force at the next base.
They're going to check for a new baseball there as it hit that brick wall. Might have a little bit of a scuff on it. So Loomis says, nope, give me a fresh one here.
Full count. Cooper Mattingly, the 3-hitter, potentially waits on deck. Payoff pitch grounded up the middle. Mathis squeaks off his glove and into center field. Coming around third is Schwing. He will score without a throw. And Southeastern leads West Raleigh 1-0 in the bottom of the third.
Just a tough hop, and sometimes things just go your way a little bit. And for Southeastern, it takes a bad hop to get that first run across the board. But this is where we're going to see Loomis here, and this is where it's really impressive for some of these young pitchers. This is, something like this can really, throw everything off the rails. We're going to see Loomis come back here and see how he responds to a tough break.
That ball was hit really hard. It's a single from Gayhart, and now Cooper Mattingly, their 3-hitter, will step in with the same spot. 2 runners on first and second, 2 out. He lines it up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. Coming on is Bender to make it. He's going to come with the throw to the plate. It will be coming all the way through, and the runner is safe. Getting around the tag was Eli Carrier with some nifty footwork. The West Raleigh fans are incensed, but it's a 2-0 lead now for Southeastern.
Yeah, these are one of those calls for the home plate umpire. Half the crowd's going to be loving at you. The other crowd's going to be jeering at you a little bit here.
That was some terrific footwork there by Carrier. The throw definitely beat him, but I think he got that right foot in there on the back side of the plate before the tag was applied by Parola. And now their cleanup hitter, Napier, can really break this game open with a single. There's 2 runners in scoring position now.
This is where coach for West Raleigh's got to go back and tell it, hey, guys, we got 2 outs. Let's get out of this. It's only 2-0. This isn't like it's, this isn't a blowout game. This is 2-0. We've come back from 2-0 deficits before. That's why he's bringing his team in here. We got 2 outs. Let's go and get this. Let's go. Let's get this final out.
So 4 singles in the inning for Southeastern, and they lead it 2-0. We're going to step aside. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U semifinals. This ball driven out deep into left field, but under it is Rogan to retire the side for Southeastern. West Raleigh will look to come back from down 2-0 in the top half of the 4th. You're watching the Cal Ripken World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me me to the Crowell Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowell Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus of Crown Point. I'm Quincy Bell on the play-by-play. Michael Brander beside me doing color. And Mike, we have...
And by that, you mean I'm filling in a coloring book.
Kind of. You do have a multicolored pen. Red is for strikeouts, green is for hits.
No, green is like walks and hit by pitches and wild pitches.
Okay, blue is a ball in play.
Blue is an out or a hit, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of a coloring book over here. But you know what I'm excited about, Quincy? I'm excited to hand out some awards at the end of this one.
I mean, first and foremost, the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City. They are the insurance professionals. Proud to recognize the superheroes on the baseball diamond.
Heck yeah, they are.
So a current leading candidate for that award has got to be Max Napier. He has struck out 8 West Raleigh hitters through only 3 innings of work and 50 pitches.
Yeah, you can go that route, yeah.
Again, we have half a game left to go. But
now he's working with a 2-run cushion as well.
Swung on and missed by the second hitter in this West Raleigh order, Houston Daigle. It'll be Daigle, Hamilton, and Parola due up 2-3-4.
I haven't been keeping track of first pitch strikes, but it feels like this West Raleigh team is being really aggressive with those pitches because they're not too far away from the zone, just trying to catch up to that speed.
Yeah, you know the fastball's coming. It's just, can you catch up to it? 0-2. Popped up in the air, down the left field line. Ranging back is the third baseman, Mattingly. He's there to make the catch.
I know those are routine plays, and you're thinking, okay, there's some sunshine. But, man, oh, man, we're at that time of day where the sun is starting to set, and it is bright in your eyes when you're looking up in that particular direction. That's a tough play. It looks easy, but it's a tough play.
So that'll bring Dexter Hamilton up to the plate. He walked in the first inning.
Yeah, just one of 2 base runners here, Quincy, that West Raleigh's trying to take that momentum back to their side if they can, try to get some base runners on again.
1-0 pitch, upstairs, the count now 2-0.
So going with a little bit of a patient approach here, not going in for anything that he doesn't want.
2-0. Downstairs, the count now 3-0. Now, against a pitcher who's so dominant, who has struggled with 2 walks in this game, do you take till 2 strikes?
Yeah, I at least get a strike here.
He will not. The ball is inside, and Hamilton will get his second walk of the day.
If I'm Parola here, I'm taking the first pitch for sure. Although, you know, at this stage in the game, yeah, I'm saying you go until he makes you throw a strike. If this was the 6th inning, I say you got to jump on the first pitch because you know he's going to try to get you first pitch fastball right down the pipe.
Right there is pitch number 58 from Napier. It's a strike down the middle, but he only has 17 more pitches at his disposal. You got to make him use as many of those right now to get someone else in the game just because he's been so dominant.
That's why sometimes, yeah, you gotta make some contact on these. I know you're trying to catch up to him a little bit. You got to just get pieces of them to try to keep these bats alive.
0-2 the count. The delivery. Half swing. But it's a full swing in the eyes of our home plate umpire. And there's out number 2 and the 9th strikeout for Napier.
Yeah, that's a tough call. Kind of pitch a little bit more elevated. Didn't look like he checked that swing. And this is where you're just going to ask, hey, can you please appeal down to first base if you're an umpire and or if you're the coach? And he felt like it went around.
Well, I'm pretty sure can you appeal a swinging called strike? Because I'm pretty sure most of the time is when it's called a ball and they check to see if he swings or not.
Right, so if he had it as a strike all the way, then yeah, that's a different story. Because if he's telling the coach,
the home plate umpire immediately put his fist up for an out. 0-1. That ball misses outside. 62 pitches for Napier.
Yeah, I've got 9 strikeouts here. Is that right?
I believe so. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 1 so far in the fourth. This ball fouled away. And the count is now 1-2 on the third baseman, Tyler Ham. He had a walk-off single back in pool play against Newtown, Connecticut, a game they won 1-0 in 6 innings.
Yeah, so we're at an interesting point here. We're getting close to that 65 pitch mark. Obviously, there's no, you don't have to worry about the day of rest because tomorrow's the last day, all together.
So we have.
The limit is 75, you said?
You can start a new batter if you're
at
under 75 pitches.
Okay.
So if you get to 75 in the middle of an at-bat, you could finish it.
Got it.
1-2 the count. Popped up in the air, out of play, and Ham is doing a terrific job here of making him work. He's had a couple foul balls, and he's up there fighting.
Yeah, you figure this is, depending on how this goes, you figure maybe.
This ball popped up in the air behind first base, ranging back to make the catch as carrier. No runs on no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We will head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. You're watching the Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series. We're taking a look at the beautiful clock tower out there behind center field in Crown Point's historic downtown district. And just a block away, we have baseball at the Cal Ripken 10U World Series. First pitch is lined foul. The batter up for Southeastern is Hudson Thacker. He singled back in his first at-bat.
You had the shot of the clock tower there. That's the grand old lady, constructed back in the mid to late 1870s above the inescapable prison in the courthouse.
Swung on and fouled by Thacker. The count now 0-2 to him.
But Dillinger laughed at that. He goes, I can get out of it, and he did. And then he stole the sheriff's car as good measure and right behind it.
0-2 the count on Thacker. Colin Loomis into his 4th inning of work. Delivers, popped up in the air, right field, going back on it, and making the catch is Mason Stevenson for out number 1.
Yeah, still working pretty good economical-wise in terms of pitches. Only 42 for Loomis right now. So, yeah, he trails 2-0, but he's likely going to stay in this game a little bit longer than what Napier is going to be doing.
So digging in now is, I believe, a pinch hitter. That'll be 13 Kendall Annitz coming off the bench to pinch hit for Will Turner. So we'll see what he has off the bench. Turner, the lefty, struck out in his first at-bat. Now, there's no rule that says every kid has to play at the World Series. However, teams that are successful, they use their bench. Those guys are valued assets, maybe a lefty-righty matchup or a speed guy off the bench to pinch run. They've been providing value, the sort of 2-3 guys that you have extra on the team.
I had a game, Quincy, I honestly don't remember if you were on the call with me or not, but all of a sudden we had 3 guys come off the bench to hit. All 3 of them got RBIs. Right off the bench. They come off the bench to hit, 3 RBIs.
I mean, it's so hard to even make a team that can make it this far. So, like, those guys on the bench are still better than pretty much every 10-year-old baseball player because these are the cream of the crop, really, in this tournament. Nets will pull back the bunt and take strike one.
Other awards we're going to hand out. We've got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, earned while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374.
This one grounded to second. Mathis gloves it and fires to first for out number 2. What other awards do we have, Michael?
We got that Proud Eden Home Play of the Game, and that's presented by the Region Sports Network. And if you are a trade union representative and you're interested in sponsoring the Proud Eden Home Play of the Game, you can call Chris Ramirez at 219-588-1984. He might be riding his bike right now, but he'll stop and take your phone call.
That's one thing that he loves more than sports in the region is riding his bike.
Ooh, that's something you'd have to ask him. I don't know. That's a bold statement. I don't know if he loves that bike more than sports, but
equal. I'm saying
he might.
Equal. I'm saying they're equals. He
does love that bike, and he loves sports.
I saw him talking to a parent. I believe it was from West Raleigh. The parent from West Riley had a bike on his car, and those two were talking and talking when I pulled up to the ballpark the other day.
At first I thought you were going to say he was talking to his bike, but
no.
That's a better story.
He does not talk to his bike. I don't think so. I can't confirm or deny.
Oh, we love that. We love our executive producer.
This ball popped up in the air. Mathis in on it, but it's Loomis who grabs it and fires to first for the 1-3 putout. We are through 4 innings, 2-0 the lead for Southeastern. We will head to the top of the 5th. You're watching the Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series semifinals. We have only 2 innings left. I would assume that's what we thought yesterday before Muscle Shoals in Arlington, Virginia started playing 13 innings deep past 9 o'clock. Are you in Crown Point to watch the Cal Ripken World Series?
Yes, I am.
Well, then you should stop in for a bite to eat at one of Crown Point's most popular eating establishments. Station 21 American Grill. From burgers and ribs to wings and fish, open every day at 11 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Station 21 is just a short 1 minute away from the ballpark. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax.
You know, a lot of kids have been riding their scooters around the ballpark. It might take just a little over a minute, but it's really not that far. You can ride your scooter over there.
It is just past the left field foul pole. You go about maybe one more
blocks.
Maybe one more stop sign, and then you're there.
Got a big bulldog in front of the establishment.
Max Napier, that was his 68th pitch of his outing. He has up to 75 at his disposal. Colin Loomis will dig in for West Raleigh, trying to knock him out of the game or possibly knock some runs in. He's quickly behind in the count 0-2.
When you wear 99, I got some confidence here.
0-2. Outside edge, strike not given. But now at 69, he only has 6 more to deal with. 1-2. Line drive into right. It is down and foul.
Ooh, that was a very close one.
That ball, I think, was maybe a few blades of grass from hitting that white line. So Loomis will continue his battle and try to file off some more pitches. Napier comes set, delivers the 1-2. Line drive on the ground. It is going to be a sliding stop at the second base and flip onto first. in time for the out. What a play by Lincoln Gayhart, sliding into the hole and making the strong throw to nab Loomis by an eyelash.
What a play over there, shading to his right from his knees, makes the throw and gets the put out. You know, we talked about the big mo and the momentum. You know, that helps keep it on your side here.
That could be a favorite for the Proud Union Home Play of the Game, presented by the Region Sports Network. If you're a trade union representative and are interested in sponsoring the Play of the Game, please contact the aforementioned Chris Ramirez at 219-588-1984. That's 219-588-1984.
So we've got at 71 pitches here, Quincy. This is looking like it, barring some early aggressiveness here out of Mathis, this will likely be the last batter. As we got time because there's no umpire in the position. Everybody else is ready to go except for the home plate umpire, but he was having a chat with the coach from Southeastern for just a moment. I think probably just to get some clarification on something.
I think you got to be taking until you get 2 strikes here, because the odds that Napier is going to throw at least 2 balls in that time frame, or you can foul at least 1 off, I'd say pretty high.
So it always goes down to gamesmanship. They're talking about what you're talking about. Make him throw me a strike, but that's the thing. He knows that too, and that's okay. He's going to make me throw a strike. I'm going to throw a strike, and now he's got 2. And I said very likely. Well, now you're in a position where he would be at 74 potentially. We'll see what happens here. Mathis has got to fight another one off here, but he can face one more batter, because if you can start with 74 and still finish a batter.
He's at 73 right now. If this is fouled or a ball, that one is going to be a ball. So this will be Napier's last batter of his outing. He's gone so far 4 1/3, 9 strikeouts, no hits. This one on the ground to second. Gayhart fields it again, flips to first for the out, and Max Napier will leave to the tune of 4 2/3 innings, 9 strikeouts, and no hits and no runs allowed. We're going to step aside and tell you about our new pitcher when we come back on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com, or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series. New pitcher on the mound for Southeastern will be Cooper Mattingly. The game's third baseman will trade places with Max Napier, who now goes to third. And Napier, a terrific outing, 4 2/3 innings, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, 9 strikeouts to only 3 walks. He was magnificent. Mattingly now delivers to Alex Rogan.
Well, we normally talk about the best hands in the business for our defensive plays out on the field, but let's talk about some of the best hands in the business, just like Bricklayers Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. Join Bricklayers Local 4 and start building your career today. Visit baclocal4.org to find out more.
1-2 the count. Mattingly delivers to Alex Rogan. Taken for strike 3. 5 innings of no-hit baseball for Southeastern on the mound. They will look to add on with insurance In the bottom half of the fifth, you're watching the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Located just one block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus of Crown Point on the Region Sports Network. It'll be 8, 9, and 10 due up for Southeastern. JoJo Ragland, Jack Schwing, and Eli Carrier. They will face Colin Loomis, who has put together an impressive pitch line of only 48 through 4 innings. And he has 3 more outs to get before it's do or die for his squad in the top half.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? Like, you have a guy who's, thrown 10 strikeouts and, left nothing on the board and then had to come out of the game because of the pitch count. And then, Loomis has really been putting up a gem of a game as well. Just had a rough third inning there, just some tough hops that kind of caused an opening there for Southeastern, but he's pitched a gem of the game as well. And he's still there with 48 pitches, so, who's got the more impressive line in terms of stuff? He still gets to be out there and try to build to that resume a little bit. The answer is that they're both really impressive. It's so much fun to watch.
1-0 is outside to JoJo Ragland, and the count is 2-0.
The best thing for us, Quincy, is, obviously you never know, and it's tough to do, but one of these days, one of these kids, odds are that one of these kids out of this Cal Ripken 10U World Series may actually play not only college baseball, but may play in the majors one day.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were talking about
at least one.
Well, we were talking about how David Saha for the Czech Republic team wears number 94, and there have only been 11 players in MLB history to wear the number 94. I said, he could be the 12th. Who knows?
You never know. And I'm all for it. Who says no? Let's get more than one, actually, though.
Especially when you're already this good. 3-1, Ragland hit in the back of the head. And we hope that there is no injury here. Scary sight. We're going to step away. You're watching the Region Sports Network.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, and JoJo Ragland made it to first after getting hit in the back of the head, so that's pretty blue collar right there. Ground ball to first. The throw will go to second. They get the lead runner.
I tell you what, though, I think it got him square in the back. I don't think it got the head area, Quincy, but I think it got the back and was down for a little bit, got up, got to first, and credit to Loomis before we went back on the air. Loomis went over and was like, "Hey, sorry, man," gave him a little fist bump before he got to first base. I know some people would say, no, you gotta be tough and rugged out there. 10 years old. No, I love that. That's awesome. Obviously 3-0, not intentionally trying to hit him in the back or hit him anywhere or anything like that. So good display of sportsmanship there. Love that.
We have a pinch hitter now for Southeastern. It'll be Noah Sexton on to pinch hit for Eli Carrier. Runner now on first. Schwing was the player who grounded into the fielder's choice. So Southeastern 2-0. With the way they're pitching, that might be enough, but 3-0 could be a death sentence. This ball into shallow right, it's down. Overrun and right, but the runners will stay. It's a single off the bench for Sexton, and there's now 2 on for the top of the order.
Just keep the lineup moving. That's the responsibility as the pinch hitter, just trying to get something going there, and that's what he delivers.
So now Joe Clark, who has seen 2 pitches today, a pop-up and a ground out, but he's really a terrific hitter, and it's going to be hard to keep him at bay, especially facing Loomis for the 3rd time now.
Well, you're winning this game 2-0 and threatening here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and one of your better hitters hasn't even touched one of the bags yet. So that's just saying something about how deep some of these teams are, and that's not to say that West Raleigh isn't, but that just goes to tell you that all these teams, as you get further and further, have that bench, have that ability to still score, even when maybe one of your, especially your leadoff hitter, hasn't done much yet. And that's not to say that he hasn't done anything throughout the tournament. He has, obviously. But in this game, coming up 0-2, trying to get that next run across the board here.
0-2 the count on Clark. Loomis delivers. Popped up in the air. That's going to be caught out there. I don't know if they called infield fly.
Looked like the home plate umpire.
Like he did.
Yeah, home plate umpire had it.
I didn't know if that was high enough, but that is textbook infield fly rule. So Lincoln Gayhart, who has made some terrific plays over there at second base, will try to cash in with a big hit and extend the lead for Southeastern. He has a single and a ground out in his 2 at-bats today. First pitch from Loomis. Misses for ball 1. And Loomis now, only 60 pitches here in the 5th. He needs 1 more out to get the ball back to his offense, who, scratching across 2 runs is going to be tough, but, the primary focus is focused on this last batter and don't let this lead get up to 3. He's set again, delivers the 2-0. It's outside and it gets away. The runners will move up without a throw. And now with a 3-0 count and 2 in scoring position, do you consider just putting, so 3-0 the count. Scoreboard says 2-1, but do you consider just putting them on here?
No, I still got a challenge here, in my opinion.
They do challenge, and it's upstairs for ball 4.
So, they may have said, okay, we're not going to give him a cookie down the middle. We'll at least throw something, see if he offers at it. But, you still got to challenge the hitters, I feel like, because you don't want to just give automatic base runners. But now you do have a force at any base. You're kind of safe in that situation there. But, the coaching staff coming out, this is where they got to just remind, again, we saw this earlier, and it worked out the last time. Hey, there's 2 outs. Okay, I know there's guys on base right now. Let's not worry about them. Let's worry about this hitter right now. And if the ball gets hit into play, here's where we're going to go with this ball. If it's hit to you, we're going this way. If it's hit to you, we're going this way. They're talking about that stuff right now. And then over at the plate, he's saying, hey, we got to just get this on the ground somewhere because we got to make them make the right play. And if they do, then fine, we have a 2-0 lead. But if we can get on the ground and maybe we can outrun this thing, then we got a 3-0 lead right now.
Cooper Mattingly, the 3 hitter, is up for South Lexington. He's going to try to complete a save and a no-hitter in the bottom half of this inning, but the more pressing issue at hand is, can he break this game wide open? 2-0 might already be enough. So Loomis gets the words from his coach. They can go to any base when it's on the infield. And Mattingly digs in.
Boy, was that song perfect or not? That was Glory Days. Man, this week has been the Glory Days.
First pitch. Mattingly takes inside for ball 1.
Yeah, the only reason I don't want to load the bases necessarily is just because, just in case, obviously this is your number 3 hitter here. You got to try to attack now. And, anything wild at that point, you don't want any runs coming home because you had the bases loaded. So that was the hope, is not loading the bases, but you got him 1-1 here. You got to try to attack because you got nowhere to put him.
Loomis digs in, has his sign come set, delivers the 1-1. Lined on the ground to short, fielded by Ferris flips to second for the out. Southeastern will look to finish off a no-hitter and a berth in the championship game here in the top half of the sixth. You're watching the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series semifinals on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to the top of the sixth and possibly last inning on the Region Sports Network. Southeastern, Lexington, Kentucky, looking for a combined no-hitter between Max Napier and Cooper Mattingly. They have combined for 10 strikeouts through 5 innings. And Mattingly looking to finish off 3 more outs to send them to the championship game tomorrow. And I'm Quincy Bell, alongside me is Michael Brenner. Mike, if you're West Raleigh, you haven't even been able to scratch across a hit. What is the approach to try to get 2 runs?
Well, I guess you're going to go kind of two ways here. Are you going to be patient to see what he throws, and is he going to throw strikes? Or are you going to be aggressive? And I feel like in some ways we're going to find out real quick here with Ferris, how aggressive they're going to be. Obviously, it's a different pitcher than Napier. Do they feel like they have a little bit of opportunity to get to him here? We're going to find out right now. I can think if it's me, I'm going to be trying to be aggressive.
First pitch is inside for ball 1. See, I guess it just goes to your style as a hitter. Are you more patient, or do you like to attack early? 1-0. Taken outside. So now, I feel like once you're ahead in the count, I feel like you have no choice but to be patient.
Well, and I feel this is, if you really wanted to be aggressive, you would have swung at that second pitch.
This ball driven out deep into left. Going back on it is the left fielder. It's over his head. That's the first hit of the game out there in left. Getting to second is Ferris. So he does opt for the aggressive strategy on 2-0, and he has his dugout fired up with a leadoff double.
But it was great. He set that up perfectly in the sense that, okay, the first one came in. That one was kind of a no-brainer. The second one was close enough. I could have offered at it. It was outside. I took it. It's 2-0. Now I force him to have to come back and make the pitch I want, and I'm going to rocket this one out to left.
So now the lefty, James Bender, digs in. The first pitch to him is down and in.
And he takes a little bend on that inside pitch.
So the tying run now at the plate for West Raleigh, and after Bender, it's the top of the order. He swings at one and grounds one to second. It's going to be nabbed by Gayhart, thrown on to first.
And that's okay, Quincy, because, it's an out, but now you've moved that runner to second. Yeah, you have the tying run that has to get there that's at the plate right now, but you got to get on the board first before you do anything else. So let's get that runner in, and that kind of changes the momentum a little bit.
So the batter now will be the top of the order. The right fielder, Mason Stevenson, will dig in against Cooper Mattingly. First pitch to him, dribbled slowly. It's a swinging bunt. The throw to first will be made. Runner coming to the plate in time to score the run, but it does come at the cost of the out, and Southeastern was, more than content to let that run come around to score because you still have the lead. The primary goal is getting the out and keeping the tying run off base.
Yeah, so now you have the tying run that's at the plate, so it's going to have to come with a couple of a bloop and a hit and another, basically you have to string a couple of hits together because it's going to be hard to string those walks together. It's possible, obviously, but the way that Southeastern's been pitching, it's going to be hard to string a lot of those together.
Dago on the ground, up the middle, and through for a base hit. So the tying run is on.
And that's how you start. Now, if you're This is where it's going to get interesting strategy for the first base coach. How aggressive are you going to be on these balls that may get away from your catcher?
I think if the ball gets away at all, you have to try to send a runner to second, because the difference of having a runner on second as opposed to first, especially with 2 outs, is massive.
Oh, absolutely. So I mean, you have to really be. I think you have to be aggressive in this case. I know you don't want to put any outs on the base paths, but you have to force the issue a little bit, because you got to get that runner into scoring position. And if you can get lucky and get that runner down to third and put the real pressure on here with 2 outs, you're kind of working with some home cooking right now. But the problem is you're working with 2 outs, so the time is against you.
1 run is already in after the double from Will Ferris. James Bender moved him over. Mason Stevenson got him in, but it costed them 2 outs. So now Dexter Hamilton, the 3-hitter for West Raleigh, is going to come in. He has been walked twice today. They've been clearly aware of his power and pitching him around him. But now you have no choice, because there's a runner on first and you don't want to get him up to second. So they've been careful with him today, but right now they have no choice but to go after him. Second baseman Gayhart's going to toss something to his coach. Now he's going to jog back out. But Mattingly has no choice but to come right at him. First pitch. Swung on and grounded to short. Fielded by the third baseman Napier. Throws across in time! And Southeastern will play for the World Series title tomorrow night. They win it 2-1, a pitcher's duel throughout against West Raleigh, North Carolina.
Boy, just keeping that composure. It's easy to try to get a little too ahead of that play on that ground ball, fumble with it in the glove. But what composure there over at third base for Napier to keep that one and just toss it across the diamond. I thought it was going to be kind of a tough play. And with the wheels of Hamilton there, I was thinking, you're getting to that territory where you have to pick it up. You have to really get it out of the glove. You're on the run. Things can go a little askew. But Napier said, nope, I got this one, boys. And we're gonna go play for a championship.
West Raleigh gave them everything they wanted to and then some, especially in that last inning. But it will be Southeastern who moves on to the World Series title. We have some awards to name out, and we definitely have our hands full because there were so many great performances today, the first of which is the Carl Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Who are we thinking here? I have who I think I want. I don't know if you think. Yeah.
Okay.
So we agree.
We're on the same page.
It's Max Napier, the starter for Southeastern, earned the win today. 4 2/3 innings of no hit ball and 9 strikeouts.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a dominant performance. When you get double-digit strikeouts in a game, certainly deserving of everything. I know he had to come out because of the pitch limit number, but then makes the final play over to end it. There's no one better deserving of that award in this particular game.
We now look to our Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game. This is sort of the player that did a lot of the dirty work and showed up in areas that might not be on the stat sheet. You got any favorites for that award?
You know what? I'm actually going to go with a co-award here, Quincy. I'm going to start with our pitcher. That's Colin Loomis. Obviously he really battled in this one. I know I know the loss will be handed to him, but he really battled. He was good all game long. I mean, he took until the fifth batter before we finally got a base runner for Southeastern, but he was really effective in this one. I'm also going to go with the second baseman. I'm going to go on Ryan Mathis. I know he was 0 for 2 in the game, but out at second base, he had a bad hop to deal with, and I felt like he really kept his composure out there, and he kept making plays throughout the rest of the game. Didn't let a mistake or anything affect the way that the rest of the game went. It's easy at an age or at this age or younger, or even at the major level. You make a mistake and things just kind of spiral out of control from there. He didn't let that happen. He kept his ground at second base and kept playing the way that he normally would.
And lastly, our Proud Union home play of the game, presented by the Region Sports Network. I have one in mind. I don't know.
It's got to be that play over by Gerhardt at second base, shading to his right, throwing the runner out from his knees in the bottom of the fifth inning, because that was a hard hit ball that was tailing for right center, that was looking for maybe definitely a hit. If it had rolled and maybe kicked a pebble or something out there, it could have been 2 bases. But he said, not today. I'm keeping this in the infield, and I'm going to make sure that no runners get on in this particular inning. And that's a good start as Gayhart making that great play at second base.
Well, we had a terrific game, and Southeastern will now the attention for them shifts. They can relax now. They can watch the second game between Upper Raleigh, Pennsylvania, and Muscle Shoals, Alabama, to see who they're going to be playing.
That's going to be a fun game. We hope you stay tuned for us. So those of you that are Southeastern fans, please check out that broadcast because you're going to get the winner of that one, and that is two really tough squads. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty at this point, Quincy, so it's been so much fun. It's hard to see teams leave and hard to see the sad emotions out of those losing teams, but man, oh man, it's been fun baseball these last couple of days.
We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. It's time for us to thank everyone who was involved. For myself, for Michael Bradner on color, for Zach Miller on production, for David Cruz on camera, for our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our operations manager, Rich Castillo, our sports director, Mike Dewan, Crown Point tournament directors, Adam Whitehouse, Jay Patel, and Joel Boozma, for everyone who's been at all these games, the umpires, the ticket takers, the concession stand workers, the parents for supporting their kids, all throughout. We've really had a great tournament that's been put on.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I don't think there's any way. I know we say it all the time. There's just no way to, unless you're here, to truly thank everybody and to tell you just how great of an experience this week has been for not only us, but for the players and everybody involved.
We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We're going to be live here in about 30 minutes to an hour. You've been for the second game between Upper Allen and Muscle Shoals. This has been the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.